Alright, so we are going first. This is the perfect hand, essentially, to show you the combo. First things first, we're going to normal summon our Armed Thunder Dragon level 3. So, yeah, this, man, I swear, this is some of the most unbreakable boards in the game right now are boards that Armed Dragons can make. So, we're going to summon out the level 5 here by discarding level 5. Then we can activate the Graveyard effect of Armed Dragon level 5. And we can add the Tempest Dragon Ruler of Epicness to our hand here. There we go. Then we can activate Armed Dragon level 5, discarding the Tempest. And we'll get to special summon out our Pile Armed Dragon. Because why not, right? Because why the hell not? And we can send, I guess, the Armed Dragon Thunder level 7. Boost the attack, now that it's useful. We're just going to get an extra value here. Going to get to search out this card here. Now normally this combo would search out the Yang Zing Trap and the Corridor, but we just got them in hand. So it is what it is, but we're just going to go in now. So banishing these two, I suppose. Let's see what kind of board we can make. We're summoning out, obviously, the Dragon Ruler Tempest. And with these two, we're going to set up infinite negates using the Galaxy Tomahawk. You might be familiar with this combo line created by Raptor Rapture, stolen by every Yugi tuber on the planet. Shout out Raptor Rapture, thanks for all the support on the channel. He's a member of our channel, and this insane combo, he has not gotten the proper credit he deserves for this strategy here for the infinite negates. Obviously the smaller channels like me and Sperato have given him his credit, but MBT, DZ, that whole circle of bigger Yugi tubers have not given Raptor Rapture his due diligence. So shout out to you, Raptor Rapture. And now let's just go into our Harpy Conductor here. Harpy Conductor. Beautiful card. Literally useless though. We just want that winged beast. That's the only reason we're summoning that, is to have a winged beast. Then we're going to go into some more using one token and the Harpy Lady here. And the Harpy Conductor, I mean. So summon out the Samorg, Bird of Sovereignty, obviously. Then, you're probably familiar with this, you know, we make the Union Carrier. And after this is when it starts to get interesting here. After this is when it's going to start to actually get interesting. So yeah, we're going to equip to our Samorg. Going to equip to our Samorg the Thunderbird, there it is. Equip the Thunderbird. Now, sadly, we have Corridor in hand. That's pretty cringe. I'd like to not have to get rid of Corridor, because I want to set up a Colossus, since we want to make the best board of all time. But, you know, it is what it is. We're going to have to discard our Foxy Tune. And, oh, we can send another card? Okay, perfect. We'll send the Armed Dragon Flash to the grave in that case. I thought Foxy Tune was discard a monster. Man, I never read this card properly. How surprising, right? So yes, after all this, basically, if you can get to Xiamin on the field on top of this token here, obviously we're going to use this search. It's going to give us some discard fodder for Jet Synchron later. But basically from here, you want to go into Halka Fibrax, and this combo line is pretty wild, guys. Pretty wild. So I thought we'd be losing some parts of our board here, but it seems like we're just going to go crazy here. So first things first, we want to activate the Halka Fibrax, summon out the Jet Synchron, and go into our Auroradon. So far so good. None of this should be too new to you. But after this, it's going to start getting a little different from what you're used to, trust me. So we're going to get our 3 tokens here, activate this, get our 3 tokens, and trust me guys, this board is going to be the best, most unbreakable board in the game right now, and it's from Armed Dragons. It's absolutely insane. So now we're going to activate Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon, and we're going to special summon from deck, but we're tributing the Union Carrier and the Auroradon. We want to keep actually all of our tokens here, and you'll see why in a moment. So from here, we want to go into the Danglong. Danglong, to the field you go. Just like that. Danglong. There we go. Perfect. Now, Danglong would normally search us our trap, but we already have our trap. So we're not going to use the search this time, because it would search out the one Yang Zing monster we have in the deck, and we need that one. But yeah, normally you would use this search, it's just we already have the trap in hand. Just saying. So here we get our token from the Olion. Then we want to go into the Dragite here. And I put Dragite, but it could be literally anything. Like any level 8 Synchro that's generic. So you don't need to make Dragite for this strategy at all. This is just the one I threw in because it's a good card on its own merits. Then we want to use that Graveyard effect of Danglong to summon out the Chiwen from the deck. So here's the Chiwen. Then with Chiwen and our Adamancipator Risen Dragite, we can actually make a Chaofeng. And yeah, so that's going to be really good. Having a Chaofeng on the field is pretty nice. Pretty broken card overall, I would say. From here, we're going to summon back out our Jet Synchron, discarding the Foxy Tune that we searched off the Xyamine. So bring back the Jet Synchron, and we go into Cupid Pitch. And trust me, guys, this board, it's just going to be insane. By the way, just so you know, while Chaofeng is on the field, basically my opponent can't activate any light monster effects. Can't activate any light monster effects. So yeah, increase the level of the monster. That's very important. You don't want to decrease it. And then we're going to go into our Savage Dragon here, using these two. Make a Savage Dragon in defense position. Now, very important that by the end of your combo, there's 2 spaces empty on your field. I was trying to experiment to have the Dragite and the small Yangzing on the field for the trap, but we were missing a space for the infinite negate loop, sadly. So we have to leave at least 2 spaces open for that infinite negate to work. Now we're going to add a Xyamine to hand. Usually you would add the Corridor off of your Cupid Pitch, but we already had the Corridor, so might as well add a Xyamine just for, you know, the value, I guess. And for the card you want to return to deck, well, that's really up to you. I'm going to be returning the Armed Dragon Thunder level 5 personally. And here we go. Corridor to the field. And we make ourselves a Colossus in defense position. We're putting everything in defense position here. I want to have some respect for the Lightning Storm this time. And we're going to set this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Empty spaces. We go to end phase. Our Samorg will trigger. We'll get to summon out the one and only Mist Valley Apex Avian. And from here, we should be pretty much looking like the best players in the game, you know? Look at this board, dude. Literally the most unbreakable Armed Dragon board ever invented. I mean, on the bright side, we still have infinite negates, you know? We still have infinite negates, you know? It could be worse. It really could be worse, you know? We still do have infinite negates, you know? I think this is fine. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. There's no problem. We still have infinite negates. It's the most unbreakable board ever. Super Poly? Who plays that, bro? That's crazy, dude. That is crazy, dude. No, this is the most unbreakable board ever. It doesn't matter that you had Super Poly. That is just not enough. I guess for the Graveyard effect, we don't want to chain this because then we'll lose our infinite negates. So we're actually going to use the 9 pillars of the Yangzing here. It's kind of the point of setting up extra negates on top of infinite negates, is to protect it in the chain block. So there we go. And yeah, we'll have to destroy our Chaofeng. Yes. So special summon out the Thunderbird. Then we don't have a... Yeah, we missed the timing for the Chaofeng because somehow they made a Yangzing a Wen effect. Now, polymerization, not a problem. Bounce back the Thunderbird. And as you guys know, for these infinite negates, basically, you bounce it back because it got bounced back to the hand. If this card's returned to the hand, special summon it, but it can't attack this turn, so you just get to summon it again. And that's just basically the way it goes, you know? That is the way she goes. From here, we're looking like in a pretty deadly position. Pretty sure there's just nothing our opponent can do from here. They're going to go to battle phase, and they don't even have enough attack to beat over the Mist Valley Thunderbird. That's pretty depressing. Then we're just going to negate the effect of Predaplant Chlamydia Sundew, whatever. I mean, look, you're playing Predaplants. You had the Super Poly. That's pretty nice. But I'm playing the most unbreakable board in the game here. And my worst case scenario is an infinite negate. Like, come on. You can't do anything, buddy. Yeah. You know, it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. You know, it had to be that way. I'm sorry. That's just the most broken board in the game. What do you want me to tell you? By the way, if you guys want to see the deck list, I'll show you that in a minute here. And by in a minute, I actually meant like in 2 seconds. So we've got 42 cards here. I'd like to play less, but I had to play some extra hand traps just as decent paths for the small world so that we can get from like Armed Dragon level 3 to our Xiamin and stuff like that. Obviously, the card you want most in your hand is Pile Armed Dragon because you can just discard a wind dragon from your hand and special summon it and just go full combo for the infinite negates from there. This is basically a 1-card infinite negate. So yeah, this just incredible deck, honestly, so busted. But yeah, we're playing the Drolden Lock, 1 Shiwen, 1 Jet Synchron, 1 Mecha Phantom Beast Lion, 1 Thunderbird, 1 Ash, 3 Armed Dragon level 3, 2 Xiamin, 1 Corridor, 3 Artillery Catapult Turtle. This can summon out straight from the deck an Armed Dragon Thunder level 5, which if you have a wind to discard in hand, like a Wind Dragon, usually this is full combo on its own. So that's a very, very important card and very good card. We've got the Mist Valley Apex Avian. Obviously, that's the Infinite Negates. Tempest is one of the best cards in the deck and honestly probably in the game. We've got 2 Armed Dragon Thunder level 7. I was playing 3. I decided to cut it down to 2 because this is like one of your least preferable cards to get in your hand. And I mean, arguably, you should probably play 3 just for the consistency on your discards. But I've been fine with 2, so I prefer running 2 for that. Pile Armed Dragon, best card in the deck, so you want to play 3. 2 copies of Punk Foxy Tune. Obviously, this is the one that will special summon out the Xiamin. You almost rather draw the Foxy Tune, actually. 1 copy of Return of the Dragon Lords. Doesn't come up very often, considering cutting it, but it is a very good card. And sometimes when you're in trouble, it can save you, I guess. But I don't know. I haven't really felt like in this variant of the deck, I don't know if it's very necessary. Lightning Storm at 1 because you just got to play that Saki Eldritch counter. 1 copy of Pot of Prosperity because I'm preparing for the new ban list, so 3 Small World. 2 Emergency Teleport, 2 Called by the Grave, 3 Armed Dragon Flash, 1 Imperm, and 1 9 Pillars of the Yangzing. For the extra deck, we're playing the Colossus, 1 copy of Cupid Pitch, 1 Danglong, 1 Borreload Savage Dragon, 1 Adamancipator Risen, Dragite, and Chaofeng. We got, obviously, the Galaxy Tomahawk, Halka Fireaxe, we got Harpy Conductor, IP Masquerena, Union Carrier, Nightmare Unicorn for the IP Masquerena, Samorg Bird of Sovereignty, Mega Phantom Beast Rorodon, and the Avermax also for the IP Masquerena. So guys, this deck, obviously, as you've seen, is completely broken. One of the most broken, unbeatable, unbreakable boards you can make in the friggin' game. That Super Poly got close, but still, like, 1 Super Poly won't really do it because then I got my Infinite Negates to back me up, you know? So even one of the most busted, literally can't respond cards in the game, one of the most broken cards in the game couldn't break the board because it's just too good. It's just too busted. So highly recommend you guys try this version of the deck out. And huge shout out again to Rapture for showing me this combo and showing me just how far we can take Armed Dragons in this game. They're absolutely insane. I think this is, like, the ratios might be wrong here, but this variant of Punk Armed Dragon is probably the best variant of the deck in my opinion. Oftentimes they'll negate, like, let's say, oftentimes I would get someone would Nibiru my Galaxy Tomahawk effect. I'd lose all my tokens and they would Nibiru. Then I could literally just normal summon Xiamin and go Hulk, like set up a couple Omni Negates and a Colossus and call it a day. I'd win most of those games. They would just scoop after. So like, this variant of the deck really allows you to play through and have a grind game, like play through interruptions and things like that. So yeah, I really like this variant. Shout out to Rapture for thinking of this. It's just genius. Huge shout out to the Ultimate Conductor tier members. That would be obviously Rapture, Bongerman420, and Dat Dude Joey, as well as everyone else supporting, be it on Twitch or in the baby chair and everything. If you want to support but can't afford to, you know, become a member or something like that, you can always just like the video, share the video, maybe comment on it. That helps me a lot with the algorithm and stuff. It's just really good for the content. I appreciate the support, appreciate the love. Thank you guys so much. I gotta go.